starts now.
Breaking news, a manhunt in northwest Springfield. The search for two men after an armed robbery. Also ahead.
This is ridiculous. Could cause the death of somebody, and it will if it continues on.
Yet another fire set inside the Wright County Jail. What's happening to the inmates this morning and the cleanup underway?
And temperatures are starting out kind of mild. We're in the 60s early this morning, but as we heat up later this afternoon, I have numbers that are going to warm into the 80s later today. The yard work forecast shows you that there is a chance for rain today, too. So if you're looking to head out, the conditions are going to be kind of cool to start the day, and then we'll warm things up rather nicely. Rain only for part of the day. It's not going to be a total washout from start to finish. Temperatures across the Ozarks in the 60s. I have 68 degrees in Springfield, 62 the temperature in Salem. As we take a look at the last 12 hours on satellite and radar, I'm watching this complex of showers that's heading our direction out of Kansas City. It's not going to bring much in the way of rain to the Ozarks, at least early today, but it will toss some cloud cover into our northern counties, and that's what we have out there for the sunrise. Temperatures are going to be warming up to 88 degrees in Springfield. By the lunch hour, I think we're in the low to mid 80s. This is the warmest day in the 7-day forecast. Then big changes are in store for us. A cold front comes through later today. It's going to provide us a chance with some showers and thunderstorms, potentially some locally heavy rain. And really, this is the start of an active pattern that's setting up across the Ozarks for the next week or so. I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll detail what days you can expect rain and how much we'll get by the end of the work week.
Thanks, Abby. Happening now, officers are searching a North Springfield neighborhood after a gas station robbery.
Police went to the Fast and Friendly near Kansas Expressway and Division just after 4 o'clock this morning. Kate Alt live at the latest on the search that's been underway for a while now.
Yeah, they've actually shrunken the perimeter that they had set up earlier this morning. When we first got here, there were patrol cars stationed on all the surrounding streets to set up that perimeter around the surrounding neighborhoods. But a lot of those cars have taken off. You can see behind me there aren't any patrol cars left in the parking lot of the gas station here, and they've also taken the crime scene tape down. So the gas station is open for customers again, but they have not found those two suspects who robbed this gas station about 4 o'clock this morning. We've got better descriptions of both of those men from police. There were two of them. One of them went into the store with a handgun. So the one who went inside and demanded cash was a white male with blonde hair and a goatee. He was about 5'7" and slim, in his 20s. He was wearing a light-colored shirt and dark-colored shorts. The other guy who did not go into the store was also a white male, slim build, also in his early 20s, and he had longer facial hair. Police say that he was wearing a maroon hoodie and dark shorts. Now, the one who went inside with a handgun obviously displayed that weapon to the clerk and demanded cash. He got some money. They do not know exactly how much he was able to get away with, but once he got the money, those two guys took off on foot into the neighborhood surrounding this area. So that's why police had the perimeter set up and had canine dogs out as well searching this area. And the police said that if you live around this area of Kansas Expressway and Division, no reason to be concerned, but you possibly might just want to stay inside if you can this morning, as they are still searching for these two suspects. Nobody was hurt in this incident, so everybody at the gas station was okay, but they are still searching for those two men, one of which had a handgun that he used to rob the gas station. Reporting live in Springfield, Kate Alt, KY3 News.
Thank you, Kate. The Wright County Jail is empty this morning as authorities deal with damage from the latest fire.
This fire started in the men's section of the jail last night. Now, the sheriff sent the inmates to neighboring counties to be held while the damage is assessed. Sheriff Glenn Adler says there is mostly smoke damage, but he admits he is very frustrated.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's been pretty stressful, but, you know, I get aggravated, yeah. I mean, you're putting everybody's, you know, maybe the jailer's not going to get there in time to get you out. People's lives in danger, you know, it's not the inmates, you know, my people that have to go in there and get these people out of jail. It's a team effort. You know, we wish we didn't have to do it, but, you know, we're blessed down here. We got, you know, good help.
Meantime, two inmates are charged with starting Tuesday night's fire inside the jail. Kayla Irons and Christian Elder are both charged with arson in connection with that fire. Sheriff Adler says the inmates are strip searched, not allowed anything that could start a fire, but his staff can't detect items in body cavities, and there are not surveillance cameras in the cells.
A man from Licking will serve 25 years in prison for a pellet gun attack. Ricky Green admitted to shooting a woman in the head several times in June while moving out of her house. The victim will need surgery to remove the pellets from her skull. Green also pulled a knife on a man who tried to stop the attack.
Fire crews have pulled a second body from the rubble of a Minnesota high school. The Minnehaha Academy exploded and collapsed in Minneapolis yesterday. Searchers found the body of school custodian John Carlson yesterday. Earlier, crews found the body of Ruth Berg. She's the longtime school receptionist. Officials believe a contractor working on the building ruptured a gas line, but that is not the official cause as the investigation is underway. President Trump is backing a plan to overhaul America's immigration system.
Critics say it will drain the labor pool, driving employers to use illegal immigrants.
Here to stay! With demonstrators outside his front door,
we're hoping that he listens.
President Trump is supporting a plan by 2 Republicans to change how immigrants enter the U.S.
It will favor applicants who can speak English, financially support themselves and their families, and demonstrate skills that will contribute to our economy.
The merit-based proposal by Senators Tom Cotton and David Perdue gives preference to English-speaking immigrants with education, job offers, high-tech skills, squeezing out millions of low-wage workers, and it slashes available green cards by half.
This immigration proposal is not going to go anywhere because it really would devastate the economy.
Critics say it'll backfire, draining the labor pool, driving employers to use illegal immigrants.
We think it's a non-starter.
That's still in the works, but the president has reluctantly signed off on sanctions for Iran, North Korea, and Russia.
He also sent a clear signal that we won't tolerate interference in our democratic process by Russia.
But in a statement, President Trump called the sanctions he approved significantly flawed, even unconstitutional.
But they may be signaling that the president actually doesn't plan to enforce certain aspects.
A soft play against Russia, a much bolder one at the border. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
We may hear more about that immigration plan tonight when the president rallies in West Virginia. Back in the Ozarks, community leaders will get an update on education today.
Today is the annual State of the Schools address in Springfield. This is a big year for that district. It is celebrating 150 years. Dr. John Jungman will highlight how SBS has changed in that time, including the growing use of technology. And this coming school year is the 3rd and final year of the district's Ignite initiative. That means the final group of 16 schools will be equipped with technology. Each student in grades 2 through 12 will get a Chromebook for them to use in class and at home. Younger students will have iPads and Chromebooks to share. Dr. Jungman may also highlight the district's summer school program, Explore. This event is hosted by the Springfield Chamber of Commerce.
Farmers are still dealing with the impact of that avian flu outbreak that killed millions of chickens. Just ahead, how cage-free ranchers are dealing with a change in demand and egg prices.
Time now, 6:08. Abby's up next with the timing on a cold front and our chance for storms.
#1 in the